Welcome to the Wi-Fi 6 presentation by Extreme Networks. I'm Jerry Yarbrough, the SLED account executive. I also have Josh Klein, our VSAM. We both are SLED account executives with the Rocky Mountain area of the United States. I have here today just a few of our valuable K-12 customers, and we wouldn't be anywhere without our customers, so we just wanted to take a few minutes and show you our gratitude to those customers. We want to focus on how we as a vendor can enhance the educational experience both on and off campus, especially with this new normal that we're dealing with. There's a lot more distance and online learning, and Wi-Fi 6 is a very big part of that. I'm not going to dive into the technical specs of Wi-Fi 6 since most of us are up to date, but I do take the education of our customers very seriously. So at the end of this slide deck, I'll have a resource slide with quite a few vendor neutral resources that you can click into if you're interested to learn more about the standard itself. Shifting gears a little bit, wanted to talk about Extreme's Wi-Fi 6 values and break them out into a couple of different categories. Number one, we do have the most extensive Wi-Fi 6 portfolio available on the market in terms of the number of access points that we're offering both indoor and outdoor. Technical specs, tri-radio controllers, and cloud-based. So really giving you the flexibility to deploy a network that fits you and your organization. It's not just one size fits all. Second is software selectable radios. This is very important to segment Wi-Fi 6 traffic away from your legacy clients so that those newer devices will be able to take advantage of those things and have a higher efficiency connection while still serving you and other clients that may not be at the upgraded Wi-Fi 6 yet. Third, WPA3 security, full compliance across all our access points to make sure that you have the latest and greatest security. We also do have those private pre-shared key type securities that do work hand in hand with WPA3. This is something that we take very seriously again, and we want to make sure that we have the most flexible and adaptable, scalable solution for educational deployments. Number four, so we offer a variety of deployment methods: public cloud, private cloud, local cloud options, hybrid, and the traditional on-prem. And you can choose what method works best for you. And we'll be glad to sit down with you and your engineers and decide which one we feel is best for you. The last is single pane of glass. And I'm not going to get into this because Josh is going to do a demo here in just a few minutes for you. So I'm not going to get into any of the actual product numbers here or specifications, as we do have many options. If you want more information, I'm also going to include a link to all of these at the end of the deck and the resource page so that you can compare and contrast what would work best for your environment. But before I jump into the demo, I just want to show you our holistic story that we're telling at Extreme, and it's combined with Wi-Fi 6 from the hardware side, but also the switching and routing that is rolling up into management plane. This feature set is going to remain the same across those different deployment methods. Also, the integration of the value-added applications that Extreme is known for. Those are being integrated into the cloud as well, and all cohesively work with the cloud as containerized microservices. We're really building this cohesive platform and story, and it's really going to benefit the education sector and allow you to continue to advance. In our universal cloud flexibility here, we wanted to point out that this is starting at the bottom, and we have a single license and the portability across of all our hardware pieces at a single cost to you. And what does that mean? So if you have a license for an AP and next year you want to switch it over to a switch, you can. It's all the same price. It's not an issue. Second, you can deploy agnostically, private cloud, public cloud, or on-prem. That's up to you. You can even choose the infrastructure vendor that you want to deploy the cloud application on. We're the only vendor that allows this much flexibility with the same application. Here's the resource page that I was talking about, and we'll be glad to send this to you afterwards. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen now and turn it over to Josh.
Awesome. Thanks, Jerry. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen to pull up XIQ. All right. Awesome. Looks like I'm sharing now. Thanks, Jerry, for passing it over to me. As he said, I am the VSAM for SLED for the Rockies territory. So with that being said, I'm going to hop right in to show you a quick demo of Extreme Cloud IQ. So right now I am under the Manage Devices tabs. This is particularly useful to see the visibility as well as the topology for a particular AP. Up here you can see where the AP is, which switch it connects to, and then where it goes after it's connected to that switch. Over here on the left, we have the location, and this is going to break down exactly where this AP is in your building, all the way down to the floor. Beneath that, we have the AP model, which policy it's under, how long it's been connected, the active alarms, and the unique clients. Over here, we have a time range, and this is going to be particularly useful in the event you have to go back and look if an issue popped up or anything related to a hiccup in the network. So you can either look into this in real time, or you can actually go back, change it, and you're actually able to go back to 90 days. Now, with that being said, very soon we're going to be able to offer unlimited on this. And this is going to make us the only cloud manufacturer and vendor in the industry with these capabilities. Beneath that, you're going to be able to see the device's health as well as the maximum client capabilities. Beneath here, you can see supported bandwidth, 802.11 standard, and as well as connected clients. So moving right along, I'm going to go to Manage Clients under the Manage tab. All right. And when we're under the Manage Clients tab, this is going to be particularly useful, again, if there is a need to dive deeper into a particular device or a client. So right here, what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able, again, to look at the topology of that, see what MAC address they're on, and as well as the time range. Down here, you can see the average RSSI score, and that is going to give you the capabilities to compare this user to other users in your network. Um, Down here, I'm going to go down to the network usage as well as the top applications. So down here, you're actually able to see if a user on the network is going to be doing or using school-related apps. So YouTube could be, could not be, and so on and so forth. We can use this to go ahead and dive deeper into that client. So from here, we're going to go into our machine learning capabilities, that is Network 360 Monitor. Give this a second to load. Okay, awesome. And as the name implies, Network 360 is a complete 360 view of your network. You can see up top here under devices and clients, all the way down to security, we have this color coded, where green means good, yellow means so-so, and red means that you're probably going to need to make a change. So right now we are looking at the Madison school system from a global view. These are all the schools, all the classrooms, all the gymnasiums, everything. What we're able to do in XIQ is we're actually able to drill down into a particular school as well as go into a particular classroom. Right here we have the topology of this classroom. And in a second here, we're actually even going to be able to pull up the map. So right here, what we can do is we can actually use the time lapse feature in XIQ. If we want to do it for 1 hour, if we want to do it for 2 hours, or 24 hours in this instance, you can actually see which APs are being used when by this red halo right around the AP. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop that. And you're going to be able to drill down into each AP and see if there is a client on there and what device that they're using. All right, going back to the Manage tab, we're going to look at applications. So as we all know, in a K-12 learning instance, especially in an online learning instance, applications are going to be super important. So in this Manage Applications tab, we're actually able to see which applications are being used the most. Again, see YouTube up there, Netflix. You know, these are applications that might not necessarily be relevant to learning throughout the day. So what we can do then is we can go into Configure, go under Applications. And then we can type in an important application, say for example, Zoom. We can actually drill into this and give Zoom the priority over other applications that might be on the network. Moving along, we're going to go to manage inventory. Now, with K-12, we know comes E-rate, and this tab can be particularly useful when you need to make purchases using E-rate funds. So what we have down here is we have a device count by model, a device count by OS version, and a device count by locations. This way, you don't have to have it written down in a notebook. You don't have to worry about going out and counting. It's all right here in XIQ, even down to the classrooms. All right, awesome. And last but not least, I want to go over to our cloud view. This is something that I like to show at the end of every demo where to let the customers know that this is not a new technology. We have over 100,000 deployments of XIQ with 2.3 million active clients on it. And this is where that machine learning comes from. On the Network 360 monitor page, this is where we're getting those scores from. We're comparing your networks to all other networks in Cloud IQ. So with that being said, I know we wanted to keep this short, so I'm going to stop my share and I'm going to pass it over to Jerry.
Thank you, Josh, for showing that. And as y'all can see with Extreme, we can show you from the top down to be able to look at your network or from the client up. And we want to make sure that you all can have that flexibility on your network. Thank you for joining us today, and look for that resource page that we're going to be sending you. Mine and Josh contacts is on there. Please feel to reach out anytime, and we'll be glad to go into a more in-depth demo with you. Thank you and enjoy your day.
Thanks, guys.